Hello everyone, my name is Aksula Charamoy as a presenter 1 with the last NPM 34. I will explain with the material 1 about elements of curriculum. In curriculum development, the curriculum is composed of several interconnected elements. These elements work together to ensure that the educational process is well organized and active. The main elements of curriculum include curriculum objective, curriculum content, learning strategies or teaching method, learning media or resources, and the last is evaluation of assessment. Alright, we go to the next material about curriculum objective. Curriculum objective refers to goals that the educational process aims to achieve. This objective guides the entire learning process, including the selection of learning materials, teaching methods, and evaluation techniques. Curriculum objective can be classified into several levels. One, national educational objective. These are broad educational goals established by the government to guide the national educational system. 2. Institutional objective. These objectives are determined by school or educational intention based on their vision and mission. 3. Curricular objective. These objectives refer to the goals or specific of subject or academic programs. And the last is instructional objective. These are specific goals that the teachers expect students to achieve during particular learning session. And the next is curriculum content. Curriculum content refers to the subjects, methods, and learning materials that the students need to study. It includes knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes that support students' development. According to Hilda Taba, curriculum content should be selected based on student needs, social demands, and the development of knowledge. When selecting curriculum contents, educators should consider 1. The reference of the material of student needs, the level of difficulty appropriate to students' age and ability, the development of science and technology, and the last is the needs of society. That's all I can explain. The next materials will be explained by the next presenters. Thank you.
Next component is learning strategies or teaching methods. Learning strategies are the approaches or techniques used by the teachers to deliver the material effectively. Choosing direct teaching methods is very important because it can influence how well students understand the lessons. One common method is the lecture method, where the teachers explain the material directly in front of the class. This method is useful for introducing new topics or providing basic information. Another method is the discussion methods, where students are encouraged to share their ideas, opinions, and experience. This method helps students develop critical thinking and communication skills. Teachers can also use the questions and answer method, which allows students to actively participate in the learning process and clarify their understanding. In addition, demonstrations and practical activities allow students to see and practice what they are learning. This makes learning more meaningful and easier to remember. Modern teachings also use problem-based learning and project-based learning, where students work together to solve problems or complete projects. These methods help students develop creativity, collaborations, and problem-solving skills. Next, learning media and resources. Learning media are tools that help teachers explain the material more clearly and make learning more interesting for students. Some common examples are textbooks and learning modules, which provide structured information for students to study. Teachers may also use audio and video materials such as educational videos or recording to help students understand complex topics more easily. In today's digital era, The internet has become an important learning resource. Students can search for information, watch educational content, and access online learning platforms. Another important resource is educational technology, such as learning applications, digital presentations, and online learning systems. Finally, the surrounding environment can also be used as a learning resource. For example, students can observe nature, visit certain places, or learn directly from real-life situations around them.
Next, evaluation of assessment. Evaluation of assessment is important to measure students' learning, progress, and understanding. Teachers use several methods to evaluate students. First, written examinations, such as multiple choice or essay tests, are used to measure students' knowledge of the material. Second, oral tests help evaluate students' speaking ability and understanding through verbal answer. Third, assessment and projects allow students to apply what they have learned to develop creativity. Fourth, presentation helps students practice. Presentation helps students practice communication skill and confidence. Finally, teachers also observe students' attitudes and participation during the learning process. And the conclusion is, in conclusion, the curriculum is an important part of education because it guides the teaching and learning process. By understanding its main elements, objectives, content, strategies, researches, and evaluation, teachers can create effective learning experience that support students' development. So enough from me. Thank you.